Technically speaking, we humans are the most upgraded gadget in the universe. The amount of data our brain can process at a time is humongous. Moreover, we can imagine that which is not a reality today, but thereafter make it the reality of tomorrow. With such magical powers that we do possess, we must be the most happiest and prosperous of all the life. But instead, we are on the opposite pole. Now, when I say prosperous, many would say that yes, we are. But my friend, why even after having the so-called prosperity, we find pale and narrow faces all around? Why the animals around us seems to be more joyful than us? Why the prosperity of joyfulness is missing from our life? To find the answers to this one very profound yet an underrated question, we need to trace back our time to our childhood. Now, can you remember the first day, the very first day of our school, when our parents used to say that come on, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun out there in the school. You're gonna meet new friends, play with them, and at the same time, you're gonna learn so many good things that gonna broaden your smile 1,000 times. But who knew then that a so-called education system that was supposed to trigger the already present creativity into life would actually murder the essence of creativity by saying that stop asking stupid questions, just do what's said. Who knew that by taking the responsibility of enhancing our competence, it would push us into ruthless competition where just some shitty marks mattered? The ones who can vomit better in 3 hour answer script would be assigned to have big brains, and the ones who couldn't is a mere mediocre. And this Indian copyright measuring unit of intelligence never failed to create countless who once dreamt of being the superhero and now is stamped as zero. But guys, do remember that without zero, even the great Roman civilization struggled, even for managing the number systems. So after this very long lecture, the question arises that why I am even discussing that. Then the answer to your question is it's high time this garbage education system must be revolutionized, where every single statement must be questioned. It's high time of using our visualization, imagination, curiosity to water the omnipresent competence that is within us. It's high time we change the way we believe about ourselves. Rather, I would say that crush your belief system and replace it with the knowing system, where instead of believing what people says about us, about the things, let's discover the real us, the real processes, the real nature of things. Let's not be afraid of defeat. Let's not be a part of the rat race and instead revolutionize the way we perceive, we think, and act together in this journey of asking questions, and at the same time have the perseverance not to stop until we get answers, all the answers. So, since we have understood that we have never incorporated questioning as a part of our lifestyle, so why not let's start from now? Let's start questioning the very basics of the basic. And for that, I would like to give you an example. We all know that whenever we multiply a negative integer with another negative integer, then the answer will always come up to be a positive integer. But have we ever questioned or tried to visualize that why is it so? Why is it that whenever we multiply a negative integer with another negative integer, the answer always comes up to be positive? We never questioned it. But let's question it right now because it's never too late. So, starting with it, let's play with the numbers. Now, see, visualization is the first step towards learning mathematics. So, let's try visualizing the multiplicity of the integers. For example, whenever we multiply minus 2 with plus 2, the answer, the product, always comes up to be minus 4. Why? Whenever we multiply plus 2 with plus 2, the answer always comes up as plus 4. But why? Now, for understanding that, you need to understand a very few fun basic things. Now, see, imagine there's a number line. The number line as shown here. Now, imagine there is a person who is standing right at a midpoint of the number line, it is right at 0. Okay. Now, since you have imagined successfully, now one more thing you need to understand is, now since you have successfully visualized that there is a man standing at the center point of the number line, now this negative symbol which is present right with the first number always gives the man the direction to face. That is, if it is negative, the man will always face towards the negative integers. If it is positive, the man will always face towards the positive integers, like the image shown here. Okay, having understood the significance of this minus or plus, let's move to the other. Now this plus or minus symbol, it shows that after facing towards the negative integer, whether it needs to move forward or backward. For example, if it is plus, then the man, while facing towards the negative integer, will move forward. If it is minus, then facing towards the negative integer, the man will move backward. Now, after understanding this, the third question arises that how much forward he must go or how much backward he must go. That is the magnitude of his motion. Now, that magnitude or the amount of steps that he must take will be decided by the product of these two numbers. Is 2 into 2 is always equal to 4. Now, as a whole, if we sum it up, then the essence of this comes up as the man standing at 0 needs to face towards the negative integer and will have to move forward by 4 steps. And if he moves 4 steps forward, then let's see where he does reach. Now 1, 2, 3 and 4. Oh my god, he reaches at minus 4, and the answer also came up to be minus 4. So that's a perfect visualization of why minus into plus is minus 4. Don't you think it's interesting? So in this way, if a question, there's an answer either with the help of visualization or with the help of facts. So start asking the questions and I will come up with such interesting answers to your interesting questions. And for that, stay tuned, and if you have loved the content, do share with others who needs to start the questioning lifestyle. Thank you very much.